Welcome, dear viewers. I recorded this once already, like 23 minutes of it or so, but I screwed up and I forgot to record the damn game I was playing. So, that's embarrassing, but it happens to the best of us, right? I've been streaming for like 5 years, so I'm a little new to this. But I'm a little new to this, so forgive me if I stammer a lot. There's an unscripted commentary video meant to fill the gap of the Noby Noby Boy video that was supposed to come out today for the 10th anniversary of its completion. 10 years ago, I worked on completing Noby Noby Boy, the collaborative social experiment, and my video essay is going to be about the thematic crossover between Keita Takahashi's Noby Noby Boy and Peter Molyneux's Curiosity What's Inside the Cube. A sort of contrast between idealism and cynicism, I would say. But yeah, that's probably not going to come out until at least February. The occasion I'm shooting for is Noby Noby Girl's Sweet 17. So look forward to that. But yeah, Noby Noby Boy was a really forward-thinking game. Its place in Keita Takahashi's catalog is really interesting. It was all about stretching across the solar system in real-world distance, which is like it's quite a concept, I know. Yeah, the goal is to stretch across the solar system in real-world distance, and with it you unlock more and more of the planets that are in our solar system as playable levels. And there's some manner of procedural, like they'll generate you a stage based on the planet biome, but the planets are all pretty distinct. And what that means is Noby Noby Boy hid most of its content behind absolutely ginormous wall of access that most people would not be able to surmount. I don't know how much you know about astronomy. I know a fair bit. I was more into it when I was a kid. But, the solar system is huge. And Keita Takahashi's games have always had this fascination with the solar system, as have I. I think it was We Love Katamari that first ended, aka Katamari Damacy 2, ended with rolling up every planet in the solar system, and it was so cool, and it was just fantastic, and yeah, astronomy's pretty cool. I'm not like actively into astronomy as an adult, but I was into it as a kid, and I really channeled that for writing this game I'm playing on the screen. And we will talk more about that later. But so Keita Takahashi made Katamari, he made Noby Noby Boy, he made Watam, and he made Tua T. And he made some other smaller games in between here and there. But Katamari, We Love Katamari, Noby Noby Boy, Watam, and Tua T. That's that's like his canon major games. Yeah, they all focus around a single, really satisfying sensorial hook. Katamari is rolling a ball, Noby Noby Boy is stretching a worm, that sort of thing. And it's all very gratifying to do that. I've always been into experimental games. I've always been into games with unique and novel control schemes that are trying to do something a bit different. I've always been into the underdog. Hold on. I wrote this game for you, so let me read some of this funny dialogue I came up with. I think it's pretty good. I don't know about you. It's for the Vampire Survivors crossover. So, yeah, here it is. Wonderful says, slam minecarts into enemies to take them out in one swoop. Trouble with the trolley, eh? Last square. Vamp's gotta be here. Garlic's bad news, but surely he digs cheese and wine. 1797 vintage, like he grew up with. What is a Malbec? A miserable little pile of Corsitans. Yeah, corny stuff. Not only is that line at the end there of some wordplay on Symphony of Night in the scene where Dracula's drinking wine, you know, continue the whole vampire. But 1797, that's the year that game takes place. Writing this game was so much fun. I put so many tiny little shout-outs like that. If you do play this game, you probably you should get the mod that I made for it that polishes up the localization significantly. Because I did work on the localization officially, but there were a lot of things that were hard to get approval for, and like we were really trying to get it out the door within a certain time frame. So I went back and I polished a lot of stuff. And I added a lot more detail in a lot of places too, and I really focused on fleshing out the lore. I should probably talk about what this game is. This game is mythical concept stuff. It is by the team over at made a 2011 game called El Shaddai Ascension. Very cool game. It's based off of biblical apocrypha and stuff. The parts of the Bible that only Mormons take seriously, that sort of thing. But yeah, and they took kind of a shonen anime approach a little bit, and they put Enoch. They put Enoch, the guy from the Bible. They like to name their kids after him. Yeah, they put him in skinny jeans. They yassified him, as they say. But I always really like underdog, surreal games, which is why I liked Noby Noby, which is why I liked Curiosity, What's Inside the Cube. Hold on, let me just... No? Okay, okay. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I didn't want to cover up the wave counter. That's kind of... This game's canon El Shaddai. And El Shaddai wasn't my favorite game ever or anything. But I did get really into it because of its whole shared universe system, which initially in English was called Mythos Pro, since landed on mythical concept, which I feel is a little clunkier of a name. I kind of like Mythos Project, but that's not big. But that's not that's not big. But Yeah, I think this game's pretty amazing. Kind of spiritual journey of sorts working on it. I found out a lot about myself. A lot about nature of the world. And I fed all that back. You only get that in the modded version. But enough with the relentless self-promotion. Back on topic. It's a rough time for the gaming industry. It's a rough time for experimental games, even more so. Keita Takahashi, he has been in the news this past couple days, and it wasn't for the 10th anniversary of Noby Noby Boy's in fact, that's got very mentioned anywhere. He is in the news for his announcing that his latest game, 2 was not a success. He had to go back to Japan, unfortunately. It's the title of this video. I like to think I'm not part of the problem. I bought 2 day 1 on Steam. I did not finish it though, so that's kind of an issue. Wow, I got this far without any weapons. Damn. Yeah, if you're having trouble with this game and you're playing it, just keep punching. It'll carry you a long way. Props if you're able to catch some of, probably definitely not all of these deep cuts. Like, this is Atlantis No Nazo. Have any of you played that? Who in the hell is going to catch that? And look how I integrated it into the sentence there. Sorry, I'm a little too pleased with myself. I've been having a lot of anxiety. Building it up in my head for most of the year. Nobody's looking forward to it. So this pressure is pretty self-imposed. Putting it on myself. Because, like, none of the news stories about Takahashi the other day mentioned anything about this. Yeah, it's been difficult for me not having that out on time. It's been very stressful because I really felt like I owed it. I'm gonna send Takahashi some just being like, hey, I still think about that letter in your game all the time. Those are words to live by. You played Noby Noby Boy, so you should be able to handle any sort of situation. I'm 4th in the world at Noby Noby Boy. Global leaderboards. I've submitted 886 billion meters to me. That's like a 5th of the entire solar system. That was just me. That map's probably no checking. I dug into the astronomy theme so hard when writing this game, and I incorporated all of these like references to the Voyager 1 stuff. Because Copious, who our main character, is looking for, he travels across space in search of something. He doesn't really know what it is he's looking for. He's just very lonely. Just like wants to regenerate, or Earth's gone. It's the last thing to be. It's a big solar system, and yet, we're all alone. You can go across the whole solar system, and yet we're still alone. He's still alone. There's something so sad and wistful about that. He's such an upbeat and optimistic character, but and I really tried to preserve that. But I find that some of the more sorrowful elements come from the circumstances. This game's trying to do the Vampire Survivors thing, but and this crossover stage is not really selling the uniqueness of the game very much. But You'll see when it gets into like a later wave and it goes 3D what the game actually properly looks like. It's really frustrating like this is, they're kind of beating a dead horse talking about it, but there's been a lot of clickbait about it, but Player Obscure Expedition 33 is not really an indie game. This is an indie game. The T is an indie game. The actual indie games are getting left on the table for even the indie productions are having massive budgets. How is anybody supposed to compete? How is anybody supposed to... Okay. I gotta focus. Lock people, they say. Frustrating personally to see fellow Vampire Survivors collaborator, the Point Museum, get nominated for a game award, as they call it. Let's just say they're not a very serious. Everybody knows that. Everybody tacitly agrees. Damn it. Okay, no more retries. This is it. Yeah, 2 Point Museum got a shout out at the Game Awards, and this game can't even get posted in the Vampire Survivors Discord as an official crossover. Where this game has overlap with 2T is that I'm trying to put sorry if I repeat myself here. Watchable video. Oh, we need more speed. That's important. Not only do I feel like this game is really solidly written in its own right, I feel like in the localization I polished it to the point where it can be a benefit to people's lives and bring meaning to their lives. That's all I ever want. Bring meaning to the lives of others. Just like if you play it, just get Starnaut last edition. Like, because it's so much more polished, there's just so much more fun. Like, we have to get out there and do the English adaptation of the regular version. It's funny, it says in my notes for this, it says keep it brief about this part. It's hard, you know? What amount of self-promotion is good and okay for yourself? What amount of self-promotion is bad? That's a question that I struggle with. I don't know what to do about this indie game crisis. I don't know what to do about there's all these games where people don't have enough time to play them. People don't have enough time to hear about them. Like, did you hear about the best Silks, there we go, I fucking said it. But, did you hear about the best Metroidvania of this year? No, not Silk Song. Zexion. The twin-stick shooter Metroidvania that has like, actual NES tracker music emulated as it plays. It just perfectly works. The framework of NES Metroid with something that feels much more modern, and the controls of Shadow. Like, love God, check out Zexion. And I'm not talking about the Kingdom Hearts character, I'm talking about the 2025 video game, please understand. I'm not sure that's enough armor, so I'm gonna get more. It says 2011 video. I thought the patch notes that they reduced the scope of complexity. Jesus Christ, what is happening? It also feels like it would be beneficial if the switch to 3D gameplay occurred, you know, earlier, because you're probably thinking, oh, this is just vampire survival. But no, this is a 3D game. They're just a little, they just really want to show you that they managed to make a top-down camera work with 3D. I can't say I blame them. It is pretty impressive. Alright. What's left on the docket for me to talk about? Crisis. Yeah, the attention economy. There's only the idea, like, probably not but the idea that, you know, we only have enough hours in the day to go around. Don't you feel like there's just too many video games now? Don't you feel like there's too many movies? And everything is having to compete with the past, too. This junk data ever accumulating in all its triteness. Got it. What a game, right? What a goddamn game that one was. You don't need me to tell you that. I channeled so much Metal Gear Solid 2 for Starnaut's themes about AI information. I wanted to make the game's angle on that feel more well-rounded, so the game will age gracefully. They probably are trying to make it feel like a product of some games. Certainly will be remembered as it'll be remembered as a product of this mid-2010s industry, better or worse. But I tried to really add a sense of realism, make it feel like, you know, this is how we go. But with a sort of playful, humorous, lightheartedness to everything's just kind of ridiculous, and classically action. Jesus Christ, why are there so many people trying this? They all want to snuff out my life. It's not good. The survivor-like market is already this game is wish this game wasn't priced so high. It's worth the price, don't get me wrong. But I wish it wasn't priced so high, so it'd be easier to recommend to my friends. So more people would have heard of it. Please buy this game on sale. But, yeah. Yeah, there's just... I don't know who's gonna play massive amount of great video games coming out right now. I mean, not unless Earth starts having 36-hour days. I'll just say that. Don't get me wrong, I really do want 36-hour days. I really do want to play every video game. If I was immortal like my precious baby boy Copious, the main character of Starnaut, that's exactly what I would do, and he has the right damn idea. It's like, you know, he's not really caught up with the tragic circumstances of he's just in it for the fun. He just thinks life is fun. Even though there's no people around. Even though it's just the books that people left behind. Even then, it's fun. A tree falling in the forest, nobody around. Painting marks, not a soul turns their head blood. It's dialogue. I had a lot of things. Again, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but this ties in well to my next one. Beauty exists even when no one's watching. Even when no one's looking. There are beautiful things happening all around you. There's so much beauty happening. You just take the time to see it correctly. There's all these beautiful games that maybe people really like. Sexy. Doesn't matter to engage with it. Do I need them to? Or can I just be happy having made something good? Having worked on something good? People like honestly entirely heroes. It's a dream to work on Clover's Studio. Somehow I managed to make that work. I mean, even if it's the kind of thing that feels like it's only 10, it's only on paper is what I'm telling myself, but isn't anything? Isn't that just how everything works? I don't know. You tell me, sound off in the comments. I don't know. That's kind of the whole point here. You know, it doesn't matter. You don't need people to pat you on the back for a job well done. Because you should be. What completes you comes from inside, not from outside you. Right? Am I right or am I right? Because I think I'm right. I don't know, I'm thinking I'm probably right. But, shit. I gotta get to the coffee, otherwise I'm screwed. No. West. West. Arrow. Oh my god, the coffin was right there. Did you see that? Okay, I can beat this quicker. Fuck. Fuck, that's so bad. I really needed to win the level to make this video work. God damn it. I shouldn't have said it. My apologies. I don't know how that works on YouTube. Does it, I don't know if it, like, makes the disfavors you when you, like, the algorithm. But, well, it may just be one of those things where, like, you may just have to pick this up and you know how the level ends. It goes 3D and it's really cool, but I should show you at least, before I wrap this up, I should show you what the game actually looks like in a proper 3D stage. And what better than Christmas? Because it's the holidays, folks. Yay! It's Xmas! The best day ever! Presents everywhere. All I want for Xmas is calf man me, in my dreams, makes me want to scream. That's like the old, there's a lot of, like, video game industry satire in this, if you like that sort of thing. And I really, really hope you'll check it out because of that, because I had so much fun writing it. Like, the thing you just saw, that's, all I want for Xmas is my PSP. All I want for Christmas is a PSP. It was like an old viral marketing campaign, and Sony really, really tried their best to pass it off as if, yeah, like, yeah, they really need to change it so it goes 3D sooner, because look how, there's a lot more interesting to watch than the Vampire Survivor stage, I'll admit. And I'm not sure if they know that, because I think the Vampire Survivor stage might feel more novel to them, because they're not used to seeing it as much. They're a little used to how this looks. But, like, don't you want to play this? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't ask you that. Maybe I shouldn't ask you that, because I might hear an answer I don't want to hear. But yeah, the beauty is within you, not outside of you. The validation you need, that's within you, you know? And you need to be content with that. Because, and this is what all the Buddhist shit is getting at. If you don't allow yourself to recognize that, you're gonna be wanting for the rest of your life. Desire's the root of all suffering, folks. Kopiasu knows this. Do you? I promise this is not a gacha game, even though there's a lot of gacha balls all over it. I had to make sure that they said, this is not a gacha game. Because I feel like that might be a point of confusion. Well, I'm sure I'll probably upload video footage of me playing to this game again. Because, like, after how much I worked on it with the team and after the mod stuff, it really feels like a product of me as much as it feels a product of them. And maybe that's kind of vain of me to say. Maybe this whole thing really is just some kind of exercise in narcissism. Actually bad. I don't know. I'm just doing what I believe is to be the right thing. I'm just thinking, what makes the game more fun? What's in the spirit of the work? I really care about the medium, and I just want all video games to be as great as possible. That's what I care about. That and making a difference in people's lives, which is why it was hard to see people not engaging with this game, because I just want to make a difference in their lives. But, you know, I felt like I couldn't do that. Anyway, I should probably get to wrapping this up as opposed to playing this entire level as well. Because, like, I can still get this out on the 15th if I upload it in the next few minutes. And then I won't be angry at myself for not meeting my deadline. Or at least not as much. But, you know, I know you're not holding me to this. It's pretty much just me. But thank you for watching this far. Really. Like, I didn't think anybody would. But, sorry, I probably should have bought more weapons and, like, upgraded them and that stuff. They said they reduced the scope and complexity of XO5, the Vampire Survivors one. I don't know, it still seems pretty damn hard. Not that I have a problem with that. That's what I prefer, actually. But, yeah. Anyway, there are a couple points left. There are a couple points left. So, the 10th anniversary of Noby Noby Boy's completion. That's not the only thing that happened today. Something else that happened is pretty much the mother load of, you know, ROM dumps from the Sega channel, including possibly the only reason some people are watching this video, Garfield Caught in the Act, The Lost Levels for the Sega Genesis, of which I was the first person to record any footage of it in pretty much my entire lifetime. No, yeah, it actually might be a little longer than my entire lifetime, possibly, now that I think about it. Which, you know, sorry to anybody who that makes feel old, but honestly, getting older is really cool. I like getting older. I like wisdom. I like experience. I like people have been saying I've been acting like an old soul for so many years. You know, I'm just like, fuck it, okay. If you say so, I'll lean into it a little bit. Santa stops here. What did they mean by this? Hey, Wonderful, come back. No, he left. Wonderful, come here, boy. Aw, damn, I just bopped him in the air. That was cool. Yeah, I would unlock more Lost Data lore entries, which I wrote, if I had done that. But I unlocked them all already, because according to the Steam playtime counter, I have 300 hours in this game. And a lot of that was testing my work. enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Probably. Look forward to the video essay in February, because it's seriously shaping up to be one of my best works. It's still not going to be better than all this, but it's not going to be better than the writing in this game, which I assure you is phenomenal. Fuck, I promised myself I wasn't going to talk about this much, even though I was playing in the background. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was talking about the Video Game History Foundation dumping that mother load of ROMs, the Sega Channel ROMs, and, like, you know, I was the first one to record the Garfield game in a long time, and, honestly, it feels a little bit like they may have landed on the 15th, because I told them I was planning on releasing something that day, and maybe they're just being a little cheeky. Maybe. If so, that is tremendously nice of you. Like, Video Game History Foundation, guys, if you're watching this, I did not deserve that. Well, actually, who am I to say? I shouldn't be so presumptuous. Video game history has always been extremely important to me. It's always been something I've cared about. Ever since I was a kid, getting into fights with people on gen forums. You know that one. The fighting game. Because, like, I wanted certain stuff to be shared, and they didn't want certain stuff to be shared. It was a big point of contention. I think I won that battle. Outside, like, gen archive, just do all that stuff. Now I don't have to worry about. I can worry about doing something else with my life, like art. So thank you, the Mugen Archive, for doing it, so I can move on. Okay, I shouldn't play this whole level, but. This is the nitro gauge mechanic, okay? It's really cool. It's how you get around really fast, and it's the main hook of the game. And you have these 3 charges, and you can use them in either a jump or a dash, and it's really cool, and you should play it. But yeah, I liked 2 of 2. I did not finish it. I really need to finish it. If I do finish the second half of it, maybe I upload that and stream to this channel. A couple dozen people watch it. And I don't say that derogatorily. Like, a couple dozen people, that's amazing. Like, imagine if you had the attention of a couple dozen people in real life. But somehow online, it's no big deal. Somehow online, we're just supposed to take all that for granted. Isn't that a little weird? Anyway, if I upload this in the next 8 minutes, then it's still the same day. It's still... Hold on, let me show you. Look at all these deep cut achievement names, by the way. Pretty cool, huh? But especially this one. And if you're watching this for the Garfield thing, look at the description. I know, it's kind of self-aggrandizing of me. But it fit the level, okay? It fit. Also, check out my sick Noby Noby Boy t-shirt. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I like it. Anyway, I gotta upload that video before it's too late. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, everyone. Keep on rocking in the free world, and doot 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 doot. Doot doot. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. That's my stream sign off. That's a sign off for my streams. My couple of stream regulars will appreciate me doing the Pavlovian thing for them because it will make their brains feel good. Probably. Anyway, I'm gonna upload this now, and thank you for watching, and look forward to the Noby Noby Boy X Curiosity What's Inside the Cube video in February, probably. And now, I can actually have a good night's sleep because I'm not stressing over this as much anymore. So thank you for accepting this in lieu of the big video. The big video. Subscribe for that video. You'll like it. If you like this video, you will love that video. You have no clue how much better that video is than this video. Anyway, signing off. This is PZT. Point Zone Telephone. PZT Unleaded. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.